want a Predator film where the Predator learns to discard his toxic masculinity and embrace the power of friendship and family? A film where you will see every single plot point and twist coming a mile off, where setups are basically highlighted in neon green Predator blood, where the Predator has a zany sidekick and a cute little animal friend who will help him on his journey to discovering feelings? Well, you got it. Disney strikes again. Another franchise falls.
How does it feel to have lived long enough to see all of your favorite franchises go down in flames?
Feels great.
Now, unlike many, I did not like Predator Killer of Killers, and I thought Prey was okay at best. And upon seeing the trailers for this film, I was very concerned. And it turns out that my concerns were well justified.
Boy, do I hate being right all the time.
Here we go. After being cast out from his clan, Dek is sent to another planet to kill the mightiest creature he can, and he's chosen something that no other Predator has been able to kill. Of course. And now, without giving too many spoilers, Dek has got some major daddy issues. Pops is not on Dek's Christmas card list. So Dek ends up on this planet called Gehenna, which is basically a death planet where everything immediately starts trying to kill him, and Dek is honestly a little bit crap at not being killed, to say the least. Thankfully, he conveniently bumps into a Weyland-Yutani synth called Tia. Well, half of one at least, and she can help direct him to the big bad Kalisk that he's trying to hunt. Hang on, that kind of sounds like an IKEA product. Anyway, Dek takes her with him, calling her his tool, and she rewards him by just not shutting up, babbling inanely throughout the entire film. Quip after quip after quip, yada yada yada. Ooh, funny, zany, great. So we find out that she actually has a twin on the planet, and they were running a mission to capture, you guessed it, the same critter that Dek's after. Sigh. Well, I'm going to stop there for the sake of spoilers. Obviously, the two groups are going to clash in a load of PG-13 violence, and honestly, there is nothing in this film that I wouldn't allow a 10-year-old to see. It is that tame and boring, a far cry from the 1987 and 1991 Predator films, or even Robert Rodriguez's Predators. So, let's try and pick out some good things about this film. It looks good. Mostly. There is an early fight scene between two Yautja that looks entirely unconvincing, with the CG shots in that action having the animation being kind of clunky like a PS2 game. The way I would put it would be like the final fight from Black Panther. Quite unconvincing. But elsewhere, most of the direction and design is pretty damn cool, with landscapes coming across almost like a mix of Pandora and Arrakis. Trachtenberg's sense of scaling and grandeur certainly is on show here. It's a shame he just doesn't understand the Predator. Design is mostly solid, be it the flora and fauna of Gehenna or the hard utilitarian Weyland-Yutani stuff. It's all present and correct, I guess, and it all looks interesting. The action scenes are, again, for the most part, very good, well choreographed, and directed with a real kineticism and probably about as much violence as you would see in a 15 if this were Red Blood. But it's not, it's all just synth and monster blood, and all of the victims are white male synths, so it's just fine to destroy them all. The acting is okay, I guess. Dek is fine for what he is, but he's far too human, with soft facial expressions and mannerisms that strip any mystique from the Yautja. Overall, I can't really hold the actor in the suit responsible for that. He's just doing what Trachtenberg tells him to. Now for the bad. I'm afraid this bit is going to be a lot longer. The characters. Dek is a neutered little bitch. He has moments of awesomeness for sure, but there are actual conversations around a campfire where he's talking about his fucking feelings and making jokes. I mean, really, this is meant to be the Yautja. They're meant to be inscrutable. I didn't want them to be demystified. I didn't want to understand the Yautja. I understand a film from a Yautja's perspective, but you just keep it alien. It's just on a hunt. Now we know exactly what Dec is feeling at any given moment. It's really annoying. Tia, the half-android, is one of the most annoying characters I think I have ever seen on screen. This quirky little bitch makes Claptrap look like an introvert, constantly babbling on inanely. Apparently, Weyland-Yutani made her more sensitive so that she could understand the creatures of the planet better. It just sounds like a load of bollocks to me, and she completely fails to spot a link between two creatures that I saw coming a mile off. Tessa, Elle Fanning's other character, is just mean android woman who wants to complete mission. Very one note. I mean, Elle Fanning is doing her job and she's an actress I've rated highly since the underrated Super 8. But here, I don't think it's her best work. The only other humanoid character in the film is the white male synth, and he's literally there to be stupid and get ripped apart by Dec, Thea, and her legs in ever more ludicrous and funny ways. And then there's Bud. Bud is a girl alien, and this little Star Wars reject is the worst thing in the film. Big eyes, cute behaviours, mimics Dec, saves them from being eaten, is involved in fights, has a secret you see coming a mile off. Ugh. The writing is just trash. As I said earlier, the setups are so obvious that they may as well have neon writing saying, "This will come back in the film later." There's tiny little stupid writing errors that mostly fall into spoiler territory, but a couple that I can divulge is where one synth literally just disappears at some point, just vanishes from the film. The fact that Tessa only puts the windscreen on the giant mech up after being stabbed, that Dec abandons his brother's crashing ship for no reason, putting himself in a more precarious position, and that something that was shown to be a lengthy process earlier in the movie that was going to take many minutes is completed instantaneously when the plot needs it to be. It's just modern Hollywood writing garbage, which I would accept if this was a proper Predator film. But as it isn't, and I was kind of bored, I spent all my time just picking it to pieces because someone may as well eviscerate something, even if it's just me. As I said, I saw every single plot point and twist coming a mile off, as if they were lit up. Overall, the impression I got from Predator Badlands was that of playing a video game. It looks nice. You go on this quest with an annoying sidekick chirping in your ear, and then you fight a boss, complete with glowing weak point. You pick up another annoying sidekick, there's some bad humour, you fight another boss, then you get captured, you escape, you have an action scene, you fight another boss, and then fight a final boss who's got 2 stages. And that's it. I mean, the cutscenes were nice, but all the stuff in between was just meh. And the epic moments in the film are far too short. And the film clocks in at around about 1 hour 40 minutes from what I could tell. And it felt bland. So, I mean, that's Predator Badlands. Like I said, if you want some Guardians of the Galaxy Star Wars abomination designed for kids, then yeah, I guess this is your thing. Me, I just saw them once mysterious and alien Yautja, reduced to a Klingon copy, and absolutely de-emasculated. In fact, I'm pretty sure Dec's a fucking vegan by the end. I'll give it 4 out of 10, and I'm being generous. And yet, like Romulus, this is going to get absolutely lapped up by normies, and we're probably going to get a sequel. This is just the direction now of these two franchises, these two once sci-fi horror franchises that are now just going to be reduced to mindless action nonsense. Shame. Thanks for watching. I have been Critical, and I'll be back with another video soon.